100-yard home. Josh Turbeville's got it teed up. And here we go from Columbia. And it'll go out of the end zone and bring it out to the 25. And with that, our lineups are presented by Papa John's. And it all starts with a guy that Gary just talked about in his 4th season at Missouri. Last year, good game against Tennessee, just not good enough. But he can do a lot of things well.
And much like Joe Milton for Tennessee, Brady Cook's just gotten better and better every time he's played this year.
Cody Schrader behind him on the opening snap. Mookie Cooper was in motion, came in tight to the group. They move everybody around on the first snap of the ball game. Schrader comes out of that backfield. Cook already on the run. He's got to use his legs, going to throw on the run, and got it. Complete to Schrader down the sideline. And he stepped out, but it's a big gain for Mizzou on their first play of the ball game.
So Cody Schrader, as Ness said, comes out of the backfield, but when Brady Cook buys time out of the pocket, somehow the Tennessee secondary loses the running back. He's open for about 5 seconds, and at the last minute, Brady Cook finds him.
38-yard pickup to the 37 of Tennessee. So one play and immediately into Volunteer territory. Now here's Schrader on the ground, and a nice cutback run, puts his head down and gets close to the 30. Offensively for the Tigers, joining Schrader and Cook and company. Their number 2 receivers, Theo Weiss, and he's got 5 touchdowns receiving on the season. Missouri with a little tempo already here on the opening drive. Schrader straight up the gut, first down run. Got it to the 25 where Elijah Herring brought him down for the Tennessee defense, and they're on their heels a little bit already. Tyler Barron and company going to have to shut the door on Mizzou on this opening drive. 5 sacks for Barron. He's one of their veterans on the defensive front. It's a good defense for Tennessee. Doesn't look that way right now here in the opening minute and a half.
And for one of the few times Missouri has 2 tight ends in the game. They only do that about 5% of the time.
Schrader, outside zone run, got it maybe a half yard out of that. And nice stop by Tamari McDonald, although he's wincing in pain after that hit.
So now when you turn on the tape, you wonder, how can a Division II guy, Cody Schrader, be so good? But when you watch him play over and over and over again, he does a little bit of everything well. Read blocks, hit the hole, the right angle, blocks well, receives well, all around good football player.
Marion McDonald, the guy that made the tackle, and as I said, winced a little bit after making the stop, and he's the guy that's down for Tennessee.
Yeah, he took it on right with that right shoulder, didn't he?
Yep. And they're going to have a look at him. Opening drive just a couple minutes into the game. Mizzou on the move. Stay in the know with CBS Sports HQ. 24/7 free network brings you the latest news, picks, scores, and highlights from all the sports you love. Watch CBS Sports HQ anywhere, anytime, all the time. And you can catch Gary with the HQ guys after the game. Another look at Terry McDonald on that tackle. And it appears to be a shoulder, and Jordan Thomas will take his spot in the secondary for Tennessee. 2nd down and 10. Brady Cook, pocket collapsing, and he'll go down, and it's Pierce who comes in with 7 sacks. Add another.
Well, when you're going to throw the ball against Tennessee, you got to be ready to block that front 4. They're as good as anybody in the SEC at getting to the quarterback, especially those 2 edge guys, including number 27.
James Pierce, top sack man, or one of them in the SEC, his first of the day. A little over 41% on third down conversions. It's the big one, 3rd and 11 on the opening drive. Cook down the middle into traffic, and it's intercepted, and is picked off by Jalen McCullough. McCullough coming the other way, and finally knocked out of bounds. So what's hampered Brady Cook in their 2 losses, untimely throws, including a couple against Georgia. Here's a turnover.
I agree, but also Luther Burden did not square in his route. He went upfield, and McCullough cut. Instead of coming up into the play and cutting straight across, he kind of floats uphill and stops. Brady Cook thought he would keep going across the defender. That's why McCullough was able to beat him the ball. See how he stops? McCullough doesn't.
Good call. And McCullough with a big return as well has put it in Missouri territory.
So you're looking at that. And also
they
was
got
tipped.
Yeah.
It was tipped as well. But he really expected Burden to come across and help him on that play, at least be able to knock it down.
I didn't see that the first time. Tyler Barron got a hand on that. And now Tennessee comes up throwing. And it's Jalen Wright out of the backfield for the Volunteers. Going in a hurry. The Volunteers, as they always do. Not going to pick up the first down yet. They'll bring up 3rd down.
One more look at that tip. We saw the receiver stop a little bit. Throws it. Looks like he throws it right at him, doesn't it? I mean, it's one of those embarrassing ones where you'd like to have an interview and tell him what went wrong. Don't get to do it.
3rd down and 3. And that's not going to happen either. Mizzou's defense comes up big. And J.C. Carlisle with a stop.
It was Carlisle, but Darius Robinson, number 6, makes the pile. Watch him come inside and blow the play up from inside, just stuffing the play. Nothing happens. Tennessee
At least showing that they're going to go for it on 4th down and 4, following the interception.
Remember, in the last 2 games, Tennessee has only punted twice against Missouri. Looks like they don't want to punt right now.
They're 4 out of 14 on 4th down conversions. They're obviously in a spot where they can't get a field goal. They feel better, I guess, unless they're just going to let this wind down and then take the kick. And that's what'll be the call.
Go 4th down.
And that'll bring out Jackson Ross to punt it away. So a lot of fireworks, but no points.
Yeah, well, a lot of good stuff happening with these offenses. You got to make big plays, and so far both defenses have made big plays.
Chris Abrams-Drain is back, awaiting the punt from Ross.
Remember, a year ago in this game, Tennessee did not even punt in the first half. 2 4th down plays were stopped.
Ross will take a few steps to his right before he kicks it away. And the fair catch taken around the 13-yard line by Abrams-Drain. So no harm on the interception by Brady Cook. And the Tiger offense will have it back inside their own 15 for the 2nd time when we come back. Some legends are true. Lawman Bass Reeves is now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Well, the plus for Missouri is that they got the ball back without any damage done by the interception.
Yeah, probably a field goal try, though. That's the only thing that could have been different with an incomplete pass there. Oh, wrong way.
Wrong way, and now Cook will try to do it on his own, and he will not get anywhere.
Yeah, now you can't, obviously, you know, nothing about crowd noise here. Everybody's being quiet. That's everybody's. One guy going the wrong way. Obviously, that time it was Cody Schrader. Everybody else went left on the field.
Except Joshua Josephs, who made the tackle and a loss of 4. So not what they wanted on their first snap. Backs him up to the 10-yard line. 3 wideouts to Cook's left. And the quarterback draw. Got away from one guy. got it out across the original line of scrimmage as we check in with an injury update with Jenny.
Yeah, 2 minutes into the game, Tennessee DB Tamarian McDonald went down with what looked to be a right shoulder injury. He went straight into the injury tent, and then he spent a few minutes on the bike using the handles to get that shoulder moving. He's now on the sideline without a helmet. I'm told upper body injury, questionable return, guys.
All right, Jenny, thanks. That puts a dent in the Volunteer secondary. It'll be forcing and looking at a 3rd down and 9. Thinking about a blitz.
I think they do. It's kind of the MO. Tim Banks, the defensive coordinator. He likes to bring them.
Cook knows that. Regroups everybody. 3rd down and 9. Come with a 4-man rush. Cook will run again. He's got Schrader in front of him as a blocker. He's got the 1st down, and he dives for extra yardage and a 1st down.
And that's what Brady Cook brings to the table. You watch him on tape. He does this all the time in the game, and it's one of the reasons I think we're going to see more and more blitzes from this Tennessee defense. They got to keep him in the pocket. That is demoralizing on 3rd and long. Your quarterback, the opposing quarterback, running for a 1st down.
Number 12 picks up 12 and a 1st down. Just outside the 27. Now in a pistol set. Going to be a wide receiver screen out to Luther Burden, and only about a yard gain.
So it's an RPO. Could have handed the ball off to the right or throw the quick screen to the left side. 2 blockers on 1 leaves 1 player, Dave Jolly Lally, to make that tackle.
Good open field stop, just a short gain for Burden.
Judy Lally subbing in there for Kamal Haddon, injured corner.
Haddon out with a shoulder surgery for the year.
Oh man, another self-inflicted.
False start. 74 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
3 big mistakes. An interception in the zone where you can score points.
Cameron
And now-
Johnson, the false start.
Yep, now 2 false starts. And I think Luther Burden came off the field there. He's been nursing that ankle problem. I think he's off the field. No, he's out there, isn't he? I can't tell. Yes, he is. Yes. He did walk off struggling with that ankle on that tackle on the quick screen.
He was kind of doubtful all
Yes.
Decided to make a go of it. Now we'll see if he can make a go the rest of the game. Puts a little more pressure on Mookie Cooper and Theo Weiss and Brady Cook, who's under pressure, and throws complete. And that was Theo Weiss.
Well, again, pressure inside by this Tennessee front. This time forcing Cook out of the pocket again, and he's making play after play. This time inside, Elijah Simmons, number 10, puts pressure, flushes him out. Another positive play.
And it brings up a manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Cook backpedaling. Now fires and throws a strike. And it's to his tight end, the freshman, Brett Norfleet, for a 1st down.
That's been the emergence. The tight end, Norfleet, has been coming on, true freshman, just finds the hole and then maneuvers himself into the opening.
Back to the ground is Schrader for a yard. Norfleet, it's a big target, 6'7", 250.
Gotten more and more time. He's started the last 3 games, and as you can see,
Tennessee's 2nd defender down here in the 1st quarter.
Omar Nomerlot, number 55, I think. Yeah, that's who it is.
So 2 guys down. We'll check on him with 6 and change remaining when we come back. Our AT&T pylon cam. You look at Faurot Field, Columbia, Missouri. 8th play of the drive coming up. Injured Tennessee player looks to be okay, we hope.
Yep.
But Luther Burden from earlier, we're not quite sure. This is the only pass he's caught. Just that short screen.
Yeah,
and
you can see when he gets up, he starts to favor it right away. When he takes his right one
there.
step,
Yep.
he favored it.
So hopefully he'll be able to come back. Meanwhile, his teammates out there, and there he is too, joining the group. Okay, he's back out there. On the 8th play of the drive, Cook throws it to him. So good enough to get his second catch of the day.
So nobody gets more targets or more ways to get the ball to Luther Burden. I mean, he's their playmaker. He moved to slot this year, which more fits him. When Levitt went to Georgia on the transfer, kind of opened up that position, and that's where he's more comfortable.
And there's the great numbers that he has on the year. One of the most highly sought after recruits in Missouri football history. They're glad to have him. Low snap. Cook fires far side. Got it to Weiss, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, nice timing on that pass route. Weiss, the transfer from Oklahoma. He took over that split end spot. Comes out, pressure, rolls to the outside, and a perfect throw.
So Mizzou's got it in Tennessee's end again at the 43. Brady Cook looking for more. Throws short, complete, the tight end again. And nice job to bring down the big fella. Norfleet with his second catch.
Another player for Tennessee down.
That's Pierce is getting up slow this time.
Pierce did not play much last week against UConn. Only 22 snaps in the game. Getting double teamed on the play. Oh, he kind of got punched in the rib on a shot. Did he take one into the stomach?
And they can't afford to lose him, their top sack man.
I think he was just a little upset about how the blocking unfolded on that play.
Think his feelings are hurt more than he is? We'll see. Schrader, a little hesitation, then drives forward just shy of the first down. Will be third down, less than a yard. Omari Thomas, number 21, made the stop on the inside.
We had a great stat from Eli Drinkwitz about Cody Schrader. He says he has not lost a yard carrying the ball this year. He might not gain yards all the time, but he does not have the tackles for losses.
Came in as the number 1 rusher in the SEC with over 900. Number 2 rushers on the other side of the field. There's a look from Truman State to Truman the Tiger. Here he is again at a first down. Not the biggest guy, but he plays bigger than he is.
Dependable, catches the ball, blocks well. 4 seasons in Division II. I bet they didn't tackle him much in that area, did
Probably
they?
not. DeSoto, Missouri, his hometown before he moved to St. Louis when he was a junior in high school, and still overlooked by everybody. In fact, at one point he was going to get on a plane to a recruiting trip, and they canceled his ticket because they got another running back. They should have kept this guy.
As long as Brady Cook continues to be patient with first down throws, he'll get more called for him. On first down, if it's not there, drop it off. Get me at least back to the line of scrimmage, or in this case, a little flare pass gets you a first down.
Brady's 8 for 9 for 90 yards, and Schrader got 12 on that one. Cody Schrader, 10 times more yards than Tennessee's entire offense. Tennessee trying to change up bodies defensively, and they do get everybody off the field. Pierce is back out there. Schrader looking for more, and still going. Looked like he was going to get knocked down at the line of scrimmage, or maybe a loss, and instead it's a gain.
Well, I watched 3 games, and you can watch this game after game after game. Shakes off tackles, moves forward, makes 4, 6, 8, 12 yards all the time. Just a very dependable player that you're confident handing the ball off to in any situation.
Perfect balance of run and pass on this drive. They're number 1 in the country in scoring in the red zone. They're in there right now. Touchdowns has been the problem. This guy scores a lot of them, though, and got about a yard. McCullough knocked him out of bounds. So we're down to 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. So it's been all Tennessee, all Missouri, offensively. They've been on the field with the exception of the interception by Tennessee. Vols haven't done anything. More Schrader. And Cody's got another first down.
Yep. That's 22 plays to 3 in the first quarter here.
And they'll put this down at the 8-yard line.
They like to run that stretch play. Talk about what his aiming point was. Blake Baker knows it just like we know it, the defensive coordinator. He aims for that outside edge, and he's ready to cut back at any time.
First and goal, Mizzou at the 8-yard line. Schrader, the cutback, and got it. So we're on the 5 with a flag down.
Cody Schrader, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I think Theo Weiss might have moved on that play.
Illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
So Theo was upset because he looked at the referee and he said, I thought I was on the line of scrimmage. They called him for being too far back. Obviously, you can tell he is too far back. That's the 5th man in the backfield. That's the correct call.
Weiss now will trot out to the other side. Tight end on a slot to the right. This is the 17th play of the drive, and it's an end around. And that's going nowhere. Run out of bounds. It was Mookie. Luther Burden, beg your pardon.
And James Pierce that time, number 27, outside. He reads it. He reacts, shakes off a block. He's the one who made the play. Read the run first. You don't have to go to the quarterback on the snap every play. That was a good job by James Pierce.
9 runs, 8 passes, 9.5 minutes off the clock. And the Tigers with a 2nd down and goal. Burden sets up, and now in motion. Cook's looking the other way. Across the middle. And inside the 10 back is Marquise Johnson. And that might bring the first quarter to a close.
Brady Cook, the one pass over the middle. A little bit, maybe the receiver, maybe the tip ball, maybe a little bit of both. But since then, he's been perfect in the game.
And they will not get the snap off before the quarter comes to an end. A quarter dominated by the Tigers of Missouri. We don't have a score, but they've been out there. We'll see what that call is. And this is their longest drive of the season. This is play number 19. So as coach said, we've done a good job, but we need points. 3rd down and goal from the 7. Brady Cook, pressure coming, and down he goes. Back at the 14-yard line.
And that's really what the Tennessee defense would love to do all day. Drop back, play like a matchup zone or man-to-man, keep a free safety in the middle of the field, and let that front 4 be the difference. If they can pressure and keep him in the pocket, squeeze inside, that's how you keep it and get those sacks.
32nd sack of the year for Tennessee, and it forces the field goal. So the points that Coach Drinkwitz was looking for is going to have to come from the leg of Harrison Mevis. This will be a 31-yard field goal, the all-time leading score in Mizzou history, and he's got it right down the pipe. So Missouri, it took them 20 plays in the whole quarter, and then the beginning of the second quarter. But they're on the board, and they're in front.
Adam Zucker, New York, with this Jeep update. We've got the tortoise and the hare. In the Pac-12, Washington scored first, but Utah's Jaquindon Jackson goes in. Tie it up at 7 apiece, although the Huskies are knocking on the door with a 16-game winning streak. Yes, Gary, back to you.
All right, Zuck, thanks. A 3-0 lead here for Mizzou on a 20-play drive. First scoreless quarter in the last 38 games for Tennessee. They're usually a quick start team. They're usually about plus 12 in points in the first quarter over their opponents. They didn't have the ball much, Gary.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a lot of 11-minute drives.
I tell you, you know, as I said, in the last 2 years, only 1 3-and-out, and they had a 3-and-out, obviously, on the opening drive. We need to get their lineup in the first quarter.
We're going to do that in a second. And fair catch called for and taken at the 1-yard line. So, as Gary said, we didn't even have a chance to do the lineups, and here they come.
Cold pizza this time.
Joe Milton's been hot pizza the last couple weeks, playing his best ball. 82% completion percentage in the last couple of games. The rest of the offense joining him, Ramel Keaton and Squirrel White, the 2 leading receivers. Keaton's got more touchdowns, 4 receiving. It's a potent Volunteer offense, not as potent as a year ago, but that would be hard to match. And Josh Heupel, in his 3rd year, likes to go fast, and so far hasn't had an opportunity because only 1 possession. This is what they do well, and extremely well for Jalen Wright, a first down on a 14-yard run.
Yeah, when you run the ball for 722 yards over the last 2 years, as Ness said, this is what they do well.
And now Milton loads off play action. Dangerous throw, but he tucked it in there. And Ramel Keaton stepped out of bounds. But it's going to be a first down, Tennessee.
So we talked to Blake Baker, the defensive coordinator for Missouri. And they go, what are you going to do different? He said, we were too aggressive, too much man-to-man, gave them too many easy throws. We are going to try to keep things in front of us. Seems like a good idea.
Yep. Well, 2 plays and into territory, Mizzou's territory. Now Jalen Wright trying to take it wide.
There's going to be holding, absolutely holding on that play.
Jalen Wright, number 2 rusher, and he comes up limping a little bit after that run to the outside and out of bounds in front of his own bench, and he might turn right back around and go back to that bench. David Smith, our referee, with
Holding.
a call.
Number 34 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, first down.
Yeah, as that ball bounced out, I think it was Tyron Harper, number 8, who got held on the play. He looked around incredulously like, I'd have got that guy.
McAllen Castles, their H-back, number 2 tight end, whatever you want to call him, was the guilty party. And there's number 34 on the right side of your screen, but maybe more importantly, Jalen Wright goes down hard in front of his own bench and came up hobbled. They do have depth. We talked about 3 guys in the backfield. Dylan Sampson's going to get the call here. He had a big game last year against Missouri's defense, and the Missouri defense of 2023 looks like this. Tyron Harper, he's a handful for a lot of people. Plays the run well, comes up with big plays sack-wise. This throw's complete out to Keaton again, and immediately hit out there on the edge by Rakestraw.
Yeah, Ennis Rakestraw that time. The word is tackle those short passes. Don't let a short pass end up being a big play.
And now the crowd comes to life for their defense for the first time. A little bit of noise in the stadium on 3rd down and 9.
3-man look here on 3rd and 9. Will they bring Hopper, number 8? He's a good blitzer. They do. They bring him late.
Milton doesn't care. He's going to throw it a mile down the sideline. And almost caught by Thornton. Did he catch it?
They're signaling touchdown.
I thought it hit the ground, but Joe Milton threw that thing a mile.
He threw it a mile in the air, that's for sure. Both players think they're on it, but does he control it?
Oh, man.
We don't know if the ball is bobbled. Looked like he had it in his right hand to me.
He's got it right there.
Yep. Does he keep it? Does he keep that right hand controlling it the whole way?
Oh, nice job of covering whatever's going on.
I think he did. I think he did. He never lost control with his right hand.
Gene Steratore is with us from New York. Gene, what do you see?
Very well said by Gary. I think he controls this. The right hand stays under the football. I really didn't see the football move much either, guys. And I don't believe that the ground helped him at all. Great catch here with the possession. You could see the right hand as he crumbles to the end zone. Hand still under the ball there. I think this is a touchdown.
Thornton, who's been getting a little more time as he's getting more accustomed to the Tennessee offense after a couple of years at Oregon. He's still shaken up, but boy, if that holds, and I think it's going to, what a big play for Tennessee.
Not only did he hold on to the ball, with his other hand, he signaled to the bench that he needed help at the same time. How about that concentration? This is the transfer early in the year when we did him. He was still struggling. Now he's finding himself another weapon. And he catches his right ankle underneath him. I think that's what he's worried about. And he's kind of got the ball and he signals, come help me.
Remember, he's wearing black gloves, too. And the end zone right there is painted around the Mizzou gold. And that didn't hurt him, but he's hurt. But a great grab and a 46-yard touchdown to get Tennessee not only on the board, but in the lead.
And Josh Heupel said, we don't need no ball control.
Well, only took them about 3 plays to get down there, 3 or 4. First they got the run by Schrader, then they got the pass, and it was actually 6-play drive for 75 yards in under 2 minutes.
A great catch. You throw the ball deep. It's one-on-one. You got, a defensive back running for his life, looking up, trying to play coverage. The receiver has a big advantage, better than a 50-50 chance on those deep balls.
Charles Campbell in for the point after. Up and good. Prior to that drive, Tennessee didn't even have a first down in the first quarter. But they got it rolling.
And look at the cushion up there that's being given. No fooling anybody here. Just the ball kept traveling and traveling and traveling.
Finally came to land in the hands of number 1. His first Tennessee receiving touchdown, and he's got his team in front. Tennessee answers early in the second quarter on a 75-yard drive, highlighted by Joe Milton's touchdown pass, his 16th of the year, and the Volunteers in front. Josh Turbeville to kick off. And Missouri will let that one go. Now it's time for Do Project Smarter, presented by the Home Depot. Jenny.
Well, guys, for 27 years, the Manning Passing Academy has been helping players fully realize their potential on and off the football field. In June, Joe Milton showing off his arm strength at the camp. He threw this one 80 yards to be exact. Check this out. And once he throws it, you got to look at the reaction from everyone there, including Eli Manning himself. Something we've seen before, right, guys?
Well, it looks a lot like this. Only he's not just wearing shorts, he's wearing pads. And here's Schrader. And his longest reception of the year was earlier. It might be topped right here. All the way to the 31-yard line.
Well, Elijah Herring, number 44, is the only player on Tennessee that had a chance to cover him on the play. And he doesn't get out there fast enough. And all of a sudden loses leverage. And Schrader takes it down the sideline. You don't have to throw the ball 50 yards in the air to gain a lot of yards, do you?
He had a 38-yard reception earlier. That one is his longest, 43. Brady Cook looking for more and going down the far sideline, incomplete. It was intended for Mookie Cooper.
Yeah, this time it's Nico Slaughter. Perfect. Use the sideline, stay rhythm, don't panic, don't interfere when you don't have to. That was great coverage.
And now Tennessee's got a player down, and that's drawing the boos from the Missouri fans. And that is Gabe Judy Lally, who's down in the secondary. They've already had one secondary injury. Tomorrow, the NFL on CBS, highlighted by a face-off between two legendary franchises. The Packers meet the Steelers. The Texans take on the Bengals. It all starts at noon Eastern. The NFL Today tomorrow. JB and the guys. The NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Here's a look at Lally.
Right in the middle of the field, 1 versus 20 stumbles.
Just tripped on his own, but sometimes those are the worst kind.
Yeah. Might have been fright losing the receiver like that as he stumbles.
He's trying to
throws it to my guy. I'm in trouble.
He's trying to jump it off over there on the sideline. Missouri's got 9 first downs. This guy has 5 of them, including the last 4, as Schrader goes straight ahead for a positive gain again.
How about that? Leading rusher in the game and the leading receiver in the game with 93 yards is the Division II transfer playing here in the SEC. Hands on that face mask again.
No call. Brings up 3rd down and 7. Here comes a blitz. Cook got rid of it and threw a strike. Completed inside the 10-yard line goes Mekhi Miller.
Yeah, once Brady Cook saw that it was a 5-man rush coming off the slot to his left, he knew he had one-on-one. Nobody's going to be out there. You can lead your receiver to the outside. You love that. If you're a quarterback that loves to throw, you love when people blitz you because you know you can lead the guy anywhere. There's going to be no help on any throw.
It was a perfect throw and a 22-yard pickup. And it's 1st and goal for Mizzou at the 7. Schrader, number 7, in for the touchdown. Cody Cody Schrader. He did most of the work, and he makes it pay off.
He's so good at reading the blocks up front. I don't want to say he's patient because he's so aggressive, but watch him read Delgado's block right here. He'll read it, he'll feel it, and then he just runs right behind the tight end that time, Norfleet, and scampers into the end zone. How nice is that drive? Start with the pass and end with the run.
It was a beauty. Another 75-yard drive, much like Tennessee before them. This one only took 5 plays, and the extra point is good. Back-to-back quick drives by both teams. Cody Schrader caps off a 75-yard march. Most of it was his work. And his 11th rushing touchdown of the year. The Tigers back in front. Courtesy of Cody Schrader, 10-7 Missouri. And now it's time for our reliable connection presented by T-Mobile 5G home internet. Jenny.
Well, Brad, from a standout at Lutheran South High School in St. Louis, where Cody Schrader had one dream, and that was to become a Missouri Tiger, to the D2 rushing leader at Truman State, now leading the SEC in rushing here at Mizzou. Coach Drinkwitz said Schrader is a perfect example of mindset and hard work over talent. Guys, he said he's just trying to show the world what he believes, and that is that he belongs at this level.
Boy, he certainly does. He's closing in. If you take all divisions in all his years at Truman State and now Missouri, he's closing in on 5,000 yards rushing, and he has been the Missouri offense for the most part so far today. Let's go back to the touchdown one more time, Gare.
Yeah, you know, some guys just have a feel for running the football. You gain experience, doesn't matter what division you're running in. You learn to read those blocks, and he sees it right away, knows the blocking pattern and how to hit that hole. It's a guy who sets the records as Division II runner and then walks on, and he's the number 6 tailback. Eli Drinkwitz said he never even saw tape on him.
No.
Took him sight on scene.
He had gone to meet a booster, and the booster said, hey, I got this kid, plays at Truman State, just wants a chance. Eli said, yeah, I'll take a look. Here's a throw and completion to Squirrel White out near midfield.
Yeah, Squirrel White is the guy that's really coming on, playing that Jalen Hyatt slot position for Tennessee, getting the ball, getting more and more comfortable making the plays.
Pick up a 23, and that's Jabari Small. It gets the ball into Missouri territory and around to 49 with a flag down.
Holding, 74 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
John Campbell, a left tackle with a holding call.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that Missouri knows job one. Now we're kind of tainted. We saw that Alabama game, all those touchdown passes that Tennessee won. We're thinking, oh, it's a blitz, it's a passing team, but they know they can't win unless they control the running game for Tennessee.
Right. Play fake, Milton loads. That one had some smoke on it, incomplete. It went through just about everybody's hands. Nimrod was the intended receiver. Jenny?
Yeah, Dante Thornton, who got injured on that Tennessee touchdown catch. He was carried over to the injury tent, couldn't put any weight down. It's a lower leg injury. He's out for the game, guys. That was his first career touchdown for the Vols.
Yeah, it sure was, and it's a costly one for him, but it was a big one to give them the lead, at least temporarily. Now the throw's out to Squirrel again, and Squirrel White's got it out near the 48-yard line.
So this is almost the same position what happened last time. Oh, I think that's Rakestraw down this time.
It is. I don't know if he was the guy that made the tackle or the guy that was underneath.
One of Eli Drinkwitz's and Missouri's first big signees. Rakestraw playing off, keeping it in front of him, gets hit. I wonder if it's one of his own guys that hit him in the shoulder.
I thought the leg of his teammate got him.
I think so. I think it was Sidney Williams.
There.
Yeah, is Williams come across and get him? Yes.
Adam Zucker in New York coming up on the Geico Halftime Report. BJ, Rick, and I get you caught up on today's action. And how about what UCF is doing to Oklahoma State right now? Cowboys coming in fresh off the win in Bedlam over Oklahoma, but they've seen UCF score the first 24 of this one. John Rice Plumlee to Kobe Hudson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns for him. As we go back to Ness, Gary, and Jenny.
All right, Adam, thanks. 10-7 here. Ennis Rakestraw on the sideline after being involved in that last tackle. And Drayden Norwood has taken his spot on 3rd down and 10. It's about the same spot that Milton lofted one last time for a touchdown. He's looking that way. Now he's going to try to run for it, and he won't get anywhere. Back into Missouri territory, and that's it. It's 4th down.
So sometimes, as a defensive coordinator, Blake Baker a year ago, he's a Manny Diaz disciple. Okay, rush, blitz, man-to-man. Sometimes you just got to say, just going to have to play some zone. Keep things in front of us. If he scrambles, go up and make the tackle on the quarterback. Long distance. Hey, they were in position last time for the touchdown.
Right.
Just a rainbow got one.
And Tyron Hopper is the guy that's down. One of their best defenders. Had way too many guys on the turf here in the first half.
Yeah, and this would be a brutal blow for this Missouri defense. Most athletic player.
He was in on this tackle, but he
he
got
caught his left leg. Yeah, right on his shin.
It was basically Joe Milton's back that got him.
Oh, man. Hope he can rub that one off.
And he's trying. Senior out of Shelby, North Carolina. One of the captains. Was a semifinalist, or is on the semifinalist list for the Butkus Award. So that pretty much tells you how good and how big a part of his team's defense he is. And he's going into the tent. Tent's been way too busy so far on both sides.
Both sides, jeez. So
Tristan Newsom is going to take his spot in the linebacking core for Mizzou.
it's hard to believe. This is a team that ran for over 400 yards on this field 2 years ago. Last 2 years, 2 punts total. We've already got 2 in this game.
Got another one up coming right here. So that means Ross to punt. Abrams drain. Tennessee was a guy shy. Ross takes his time. Sidewinds it down.
Oh, that's perfect.
Wow. At about the 2-yard line.
That was perfect.
Ball still rolling around, but they down it at the 2 or inside.
I think it was D. Williams again, wasn't it?
D. Williams, who had a big one, and that set up what ended up being a punt return touchdown for him. There's number 3.
Yep, down there. Doesn't field it cleanly, but he kind of blocks it like a catcher.
He wants to be a receiver. He's having a little trouble with that one.
Yes. But he did the it rolls right down his back. Will it go to the end zone?
Oh, I hope it doesn't.
Nope.
He's got help from his teammates. 45-yard kick. Perfectly placed by Ross. That's his 15th punt. He's put inside the 20, and in this case, at the 3-yard line. Cody Schrader switches the ball to his left hand, gets out of bounds, gets him some breathing room down there. With 9 minutes to go, and Mizzou up by a field goal. Sold out Memorial Stadium, 4 straight sellout. That hasn't happened since back in the late 70s. 2nd down and 7. Tennessee thinking about a blitz. Brady Cook takes his time. Schrader trying to go wide. Tennessee well aware of that outside zone run, and they drop him for a loss.
Yeah, ran to the wide side of the field. You don't see that a lot in this Missouri offense. They like to go short side into the sideline. This time Tennessee strings it out and gets a tackle. That looks like a tackle for a loss to me, isn't it?
About a yard.
Yep.
Tennessee only gives up 97 yards a game on the ground, but Schrader's torn that apart a little bit so far here in the first half. They've scored the last 2 times they've had it, but now it's a 3rd down and 6. They need to get out to the 13-yard line. Cook in his own end zone. Look out. He got away. Brady Cook comes out of there with it. Not only comes out of there, he's got a 1st down.
Well, that takes a lot of guts. to hold your composure when you're in the end zone like that. Guys all around you. You know you're going to get perhaps safety, but watch number 7 get in the way and make the key block at the end of that play.
He got it all the way out to the 17-yard line. New set of downs for Missouri. 11 first downs. Back to Cody Schrader. And another 7-yard pickup.
So you know a lot of these running backs are rotated now in college football. There's no rotating this guy.
No.
He gets a chip block, then he sees the quarterback run, and he goes out and finds somebody to block. Playing all out every play. Huge first down for Missouri.
2nd down and 3. Schrader. And there'll be another first down.
And this is like old-time football. Watching one running back just take all the snaps. He's involved in the passing game, blocking game, receiving game. Can somebody do that a whole game like this?
I don't know. He's off to a good start. Still 6 minutes and change remaining here in the second quarter. 55 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Almost 100 in the air, right? Receiving.
Yes.
Putting on a show. Here in the Show Me State. First down, Mizzou. Play fake. Cook. Going to go to his safety valve down the sideline, and that's a first down throw. Out to Mekhi Miller, his second catch.
Great job blocking up front. Allow your quarterback to look downfield. Again, one of those plays, if you're the quarterback, if you don't have anything, early downs, take what's there, make a first down.
And a 13-yard pickup, another first down. Back to Cody Schrader.
New first-year coordinator Kirby Moore, brother of Kellen Moore, his old receiver at Boise State, calling a nice game. Eli Drinkowitz said he doesn't miss calling plays at all.
No,
remember that yesterday?
He said, I can just kind of take care of everything else.
There he is. That is buried his nose into the play, into the game plan, looking, talking, thinking.
Kirby says he can't even watch his brother's Chargers play. I don't have time, man.
Yeah.
I got my own problems. 2nd down and 4. Missouri working it from their own goal line out to the 47-yard line. Cook gonna go deep. Man there, just overshot him. A little bit too far in front of Mekhi Miller.
I don't think so. I think that was good defense. I don't think that was interference.
And it was Jalen McCullough, the veteran, back there with him.
Close enough. Cuts off the receiver. Ball's overthrown.
That's a good no call.
I think so. Just resting his arm there. I think the receiver that time, Miller, is kind of lunging for the football. I like that no call too.
It's kind of what I do with you on the booth.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes just put my hand on your shoulder.
I'm getting pushed the whole game over here.
Here's another 3rd down for the Tigers at the 5-minute mark. 3rd and 4. I might just give it to Schrader. No, they're going to throw. And it's batted down. No, going down is Cook.
He double clutched it. That pass rush, 4-man rush that time again.
Omar Norman Lott, that's his 2nd sack, I think.
And remember, they had pressure on him in the end zone, but he wiggled free. This time he could not. Love it as a defensive coordinator when you only have to bring 4. Coming around the edge, just enough pressure to get him out of the pocket. And
so Missouri's going to have to punt. That's D. Williams back deep, but they won the field position battle on that after starting at their own 3-yard line following
timeout.
Tennessee's punt.
They're first.
And Tennessee's going to take a timeout here with 4:22 remaining in the first half. Close battle here in Columbia. Mizzou by field goal. Luke Bauer to punt for Missouri.
Josh Heupel took the timeout because Tennessee had 10 men on the field.
D. Williams waits on Bauer's punt. And he's just going to get everybody out of the way. It's going to take a nice Missouri roll out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, how about that? From their own 2 or 3 all the way to the 9. Successful.
Yep. Field position win for sure. Let's take a look at Dr. Pepper SEC standings. Alabama has clinched the West by virtue of their victory today over Kentucky. So they are heading to Atlanta. And in the East, Georgia and Ole Miss have a date coming up shortly. Tennessee and Missouri trying to stay in the hunt. It would take an Ole Miss upset over Georgia, a Tennessee win here, a Tennessee win against Georgia next week, and then a Tennessee win over Vandy. That's a lot of ifs.
Tennessee would like the shot, though, at home against them.
Yep. Here's the throw out to the tight end, complete to Castles.
So Eli Drinkwitz talks about those middle 8 minutes right here. You know, 4 minutes at the end of the half, 4 minutes at the start of the second half. They won that 8 minutes last year in this game, and then everything kind of broke loose after that. But remember, Tennessee gets the ball to start the second half.
Joe Milton to the outside, complete. That one's to Chaz Nimrod, complete. Jenny.
Yeah, Tigers linebacker Tyron Hopper injured his left leg. He hopped into the injury tent, just came out with both ankles taped up, and he just went into the locker room, guys. Hopefully I'll have an update after the half.
Okay, Jenny, thanks. Big loss for Mizzou's defense with him out of the lineup. Joe Milton, only one miss so far, 8 out of 9. The touchdown was a 46-yarder to a guy that won't play anymore today due to injury in Dante Thornton. And now Jalen Wright trying to take it wide.
He did. Chuck Hicks, I think it was 30, was in there on that play. One of the 3 rotating inside linebackers that we'll see today.
Clock moves under 3 minutes. Milton. See, is he going to run with it? Little indecision, and at the last moment gets about 1.5 yards.
Now, I think when Tennessee gets Joe Milton involved in the running game, it opens a lot for them. Since he's kind of lowered his shoulder a few times in that, what, A&M game?
Yeah.
That's kind of thing when things kind of changed for Joe Milton, I thought.
Big third down here. Both teams, or Missouri has 3 timeouts. And Tennessee gets the first, though, and more. Ramel Keaton, who's become really the main target here today for the first down.
So look at the changeup that Missouri has done. They've taken their outside corner, their best cover man, Ennis Rakestraw, and moved him in over the slot. So Tennessee throws on the number 3 corner.
So they put him on Squirrel White.
They
and
did,
throw to
inside,
Keaton.
yes. And we always wonder that, you know, are you going to allow their... Oh, this one looks a little different.
That is Squirrel.
Yep. Crowd is booing that, but usually Tennessee doesn't like to slow down at all.
Squirrel White trying to run it off after that catch, and going down on the tackle, came up limping.
You can see right away as he first step, you almost feel it there, and then watch his first step. Oh, kind of limping.
And he wants to hurry up.
Yes.
They got 8 yards. They want to go in those situations. So it's 2nd down and 2, and here's Joe Milton trying to run it, but a nice tackle on a big guy by Tristan Newsom, who's in there for Tyron Harper.
One of the coaching points for Missouri in this game is they are going to tackle the running back with the edge rusher, the outside man, defensive end, outside linebacker, and force the quarterback to keep the ball until he starts hurting. They're not going to try to play it soft and read it. They're going for the ball carrier on that zone keep.
So the guy that's in there for Hopper, one of their best players, comes up with a nice stop and forces a 3rd down and 3. Jalen Wright empties the backfield. This time it's a run all the way for Joe Milton and a 1st down.
Quarterback draw, shades of Hendon Hooker. That's what he was so good at in this situation. Good block that time by Castles, number 34, the H-back tight end.
Drive stays alive, but the clock continues to run. 50 seconds. 2 timeouts for Tennessee. Milton throws far side. A lot on that one, too. Maybe too much for his receiver, but Nimrod makes the catch.
I think Tennessee will be using a timeout here. No, they're going to go hurry.
Now we'll see if that comes back to bite him. We're under a half minute. Milton scans the field, had plenty of time, crossing route, Jalen Wright. Ball came out of the end. Missouri's got it if it's a fumble.
Yeah, was he down? We will find out.
Chuck Hicks covered it for Missouri. And I think Jalen Wright thinks I fumbled that thing. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's close, isn't it? It's bang, bang. Now remember, the officials will call fumble on the field and let the replay official change. Oh, that ball's loose. Yep, that's a clean fumble.
Gene's with us, but his butt wasn't on the ground.
No, it wasn't.
Totally agree with you guys. Yeah, ball out before the backside hits the ground, fellas. Yes.
So Jalen Wright usually dependable in that area, and he had a first down and then some on the play.
Yeah, it was actually the second tackler coming in. There's one, and the second one just rubs it.
Abrams Drain is the guy that...
and it was almost his backside that forced the fumble before Wright's backside could get on the ground.
And then Hicks covered it. So stopping what looked like a scoring drive right before half. That's a huge victory for the defense of Missouri. And you wouldn't think Eli Drinkwitz is going to get too crazy
well,
here.
I wouldn't mind maybe a little bit of a screen pass here, something.
We'll just give it to 7 and see if he can go to the distance. Maybe he can. Cody Schrader.
I was going to say, I trust number 7. One way or another, let's see if you can get it in the field goal range. You got a field goal kicker that can make them from 61 yards away.
Slaughter knocked him out, or it would have been a touchdown. I was just kidding around saying he might take it the distance. He took it 35 more.
Plenty of timeouts from Missouri. They're in good shape. They can throw the ball anywhere. 3 of them.
At the 47-yard line comes a blitz. Cook fires, complete, short of the first down.
Quick timeout.
Stop with 7 seconds to go. Mookie Cooper on the catch.
They could try one more play here. And they don't have to throw it near the sideline. They still have 2 timeouts.
Going to take one of them right here, I think.
Yep, Eli was running as fast as anybody down to the official to call that timeout.
The timeout is only, the halftime is only 8 seconds away. And coming up on the Geico halftime report, Adam, Rick, and BJ with the day's best highlights, including a pair of top 20 matchups that could go a long way in determining who makes the college football playoff. These 2 teams, one trying to get to 10 wins, one trying to stay in the hunt in the SEC East. And there's another look as his body was not down, Jalen Wright's. And then Hicks with the coverage, and then Cody Schrader, who's been unbelievable in this first half as both a runner and receiver with that big run.
He's close to 100 at both. This is the guy last year against this game.
And here he goes.
Yep,
and gets down. How about that? 4 seconds remaining.
Last year he rushed for 25 yards. This year he's going to rush for over 100 in the first half.
And smartly hits the deck. What a player, man.
Aware, competitive.
And as Gary said, when you got a guy that can hit from long range, as is Harrison Mevis, who had an SEC record 61-yarder earlier, this would be almost a chip shot for him. 46-yard field goal attempts. And Tennessee takes the timeout. Mevis is 15 out of 21 on the year. He's 77 out of 94 in his career. And that's good for, came in with 364 points, so add 4 more. 368 points. This is Coach Drinkwitz following Cody Schrader down the sideline. I don't think he's moving quite as fast, but not bad. So that guy has put his team in a position to add 3 more. And there's the numbers I was talking about. 368 is the school record. Field goals made. He's made 1 today. Trying to make it 2, and this from 46 yards to end the half. Harrison Mevis right down the middle. What a way to add 3 more. As Gary said, try to win the middle 8. And Mizzou didn't look like they were going to win the middle 8 part of the second and third quarter. but the fumble by Jalen Wright gave a chance for number 7 to get it into number 92's range. And that's what happened.
With you like Ed Podolak did, or that might not be good.
I got a headache even thinking about it. So Tennessee will get the ball to start the second half. And they're going to bring it on the return. And only out to the 20-yard line, and that's it. Well, let's take a look at our Ford game changer from the first half.
Who else could it be?
Right. Cody Schrader has been nothing short of unbelievable. His 2 longest receptions of the year. And then runs like this. Not only that one, but the one that got him in field goal range at the end of the second quarter. And including his touchdown run, he's got what, almost 200 yards of offense.
Yes. Didn't leave the field the whole half. In fact, only 4 players, 2 on each side, have rushed at all in this football game. The 2 quarterbacks and the lead running backs.
Joe Milton's been pretty darn good. See what he does.
Yep.
On first down from the 20. And it looked like a little, whoops, the option, the ball is out and covered by the offensive line.
Absolutely. That was a winning play right there. I think it was Crawford, or was it Cooper Mays? Yes,
center.
it was.
That saved a disaster for the Volunteers.
How does your center get that far out on an option play to be there, right?
Yeah, he's trying to pull out there and one of the lead guys, and luckily he was trailing it a little bit. So now they'll go back to the run and only the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So immediately Tennessee finds himself in a hole.
At job 1, stop that running game. I mean, we start the broadcast about that last yard, that last push-in touchdown by Tennessee. But it was the 700 rushing yards before that that was the difference in the game. And so far, this front is holding up for this Tennessee run game.
Tennessee trying to prevent this first possession from being a 3-and-out. And they're going to have to go a long ways to avoid that. 3rd down and 15. Play clock winding down. Just got it away. Milton stands tall, fires, completes out to the 25 to Caleb Webb.
Yep, they're going to give them that. A year ago, they challenged too many throws Missouri did in the secondary. Too many big plays. This time playing smart, letting them have 15 yards and forcing the punt.
So it is a 3-and-out, not the way the Vols wanted to open up the third quarter. As Jackson Ross will punt it. Chris Abrams-Drain is the return man. And he backpedals and calls fair catch way back at the 20-yard line. Good kick.
Absolutely.
So less than 2 minutes into the quarter. Mizzou with the lead in the ball when we come back.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Missouri up 13-7. Now at the half, Eli Drinkwitz told me that he reminded his team of the mantra they had this week: 4 quarters of hell. Offensively, he wants to see more red zone scoring. Defensively, he wants the focus to be on tackling. Now, as far as their leading tackler goes, in Tyron Hopper, who got injured in the second quarter of the game with that foot injury, guys, Coach Strink told me he is doubtful to return.
All right, Jenny, thanks. They'll go back to offense. Nothing there for Schrader this time.
Yeah, that was, remember last time at the end of the half, Herring was outflanked. This time, he was not outflanked. Watch him lead right into it, takes it on right in the middle of the hole. One of the 2 stops in this game that Schrader has not produced yardage.
Elijah Herring, leading tackler on the Tennessee defense, with a stop there. Makes it 2nd down and 10. Brady Cook on the move, keeps his eyes downfield and rips it downfield. And a diving catch at the 32-yard line by Marquise Johnson.
This total bust by this Tennessee defense. Wide receiver Johnson just runs straight down the field. Quarterback leaves the pocket, and nobody follows the #1 receiver to their side. They're fortunate that Brady Cook didn't throw that ball farther.
48-yard pickup to the 32, and now 2 more for Cody Schrader.
That was a design dash play. That was not a scramble. That was designed for Cook to come out of the pocket on that play.
He's had some long completions today. Some have been shorter passes to Schrader and then run after catch. He had a big 22-yarder that led eventually to a Schrader touchdown, but that 48-yarder, the longest of the day so far. 2nd down and 8. Schrader bursts off the right side, almost took it.
The action so prettier. This is really an option play or a read play for Brady Cook. He's going to read the end man right here. Gives it. Slides it back out into the flat, but the ball was already gone.
18 more yards for Schrader. Here he comes again, and he's taking guys with him.
Over and over. Missouri loves to run the ball into the sideline. Aiming point. What they call it, the ghost tight end. Nobody's there, but they're aiming at where the tight end would have lined up. And then Cody Schrader's looking to cut the whole way. If not, just keep going. Another 5-yard gain.
And at the end of it, contact with McCullough, who's going to remember that hit. 2nd and 5 at the 7. Schrader trying to get outside. Somehow did. Thought he was going to lose yardage. He's short of the first down by about a yard.
Well, Mookie Cooper that time, number 5, didn't get a great block, but just got in the way enough for Schrader to get outside and make a positive play.
AT&T pylon cam. Schrader coming right at you as Slaughter knocked him out of bounds where it's 3rd down and a yard. Mizzou with a 6-point lead and threatening on a drive that's carried him 77 yards. The biggest one, the 48-yard pass play to Marquise Johnson. Nate Pete's in there. They fake the pitch to him. Cook goes in standing up. Brady Cook, touchdown.
Give this one to Kirby Moore, offensive coordinator. You run Schrader so much. The fake to him on this play. Watch the fake pitch. And it's a keep, and wow, look at that hole. A walk into the end zone.
What a drive by Tennessee. Missouri, beg your pardon. And they're going to go for 2. And they've done a good job. The last 4 games, they're 3 for 3.
Too bad they don't have that play in their pocket that they just used.
That would have worked. 3 wide receivers to Cook's left. He goes the other way, and it's incomplete. McCullough broke it up.
Nice switch off that time for that.
Makai Miller was the intended receiver. But what a drive. 80 yards and 7 plays. Schrader did a lot of it. Cook did the rest, and then it's time to cook something up. Get that egg beater going. 19-7. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Bud Light, Jersey Mike Subs, Navy Federal Credit Union, and by Progressive Insurance. On this Veterans Day, we salute all of you, veterans. Check in with Jenny.
Yeah, take a closer look at that Brady Cook touchdown celebration. I asked him what he was cooking up, and in his mind, he said he's whisking eggs. He said last season they weren't in the end zone that much, but this year he wanted to play off his last name, and he told me he wants to be cooking a lot today, guys. So far, so good.
Yeah, cooking there for sure to cap an 80-yard drive and extend their lead to 19-7. Ooh, D. Williams going to bring it out from about 5 yards deep, and that was probably not a good choice.
He wanted the football. See if he could make something happen.
Let's take you back to the touchdown.
You know, second glance, there actually was Nate Pete in the game that time, but watch the flow here by these inside players, all biting on the pitch fake to open up the middle of the field. 3 guys going outside. Nope. Right where they left.
And Brady is 6th rushing touchdown of the year. Now it's time for Joe Milton and the Tennessee offense to come up with an answer. Quick throw on a slant. Complete pickup of 8 out to Caleb Webb. And Tennessee will probably want to go hurry up here.
A year ago in this game, Tennessee put 10 points at the end of the half, the beginning of the second half, and then Tennessee came back roaring after that.
Oh, nice job by the Mizzou defense to stiffen up there on a 2nd and 2, and that's going to be 3rd and 1.
Exactly what they did, to stuff everything inside, make piles.
Jabari Small comes up shy of the first down, 3rd down in a yard. And now the faithful make a noise for their defense. Ooh, they almost got to him in time, but he's going to pick up the first down.
Missouri came in with a 5-man defensive line that time, and still the Tennessee offensive line an important first down. 5-man front. Oh, great job by Cooper Mays that time. Handled the nose tackle, then went up on the middle linebacker. Beautiful job. 2 big plays by Cooper Mays. Fumble recovery in that one right there.
Cooper, who played with his brother here. His dad was a captain back in the Peyton Manning days. Long history of Tennessee offensive line work for that family. And Jabari Small loses his lid, so he's going to have to come out at least to play. Let's see if it's Dylan Sampson or Jalen Wright that comes in. Remember, Wright fumbled. It's Sampson.
It is. And he was the guy that kind of electrified the second half of this game in 5 plays. He had the big plays. He was part of them.
He had 98 yards on 8 carries, including a touchdown last year. He's in there on 2nd down and 8. A quick slant again, and in and out of the hands of Squirrel White. Incomplete.
Yeah, and that was a gimme right there. Wide open, he had him, no one underneath it. Puts it right there, and a drop by Squirrel White.
Every 3rd down gets bigger as we approach the midway point of the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 8. Milton. Far side. Ooh, dangerous.
Whoa.
Incomplete. Intended for Keaton and close to getting picked off over there by Dalen Carnell.
It was. Ran right underneath that play that time. Thought he was going to go to Squirrel White again on the slant inside. Went outside. And Carnell ran right underneath that.
And Milton took a hit afterwards. Has a few words for the defenders.
Yeah, it was Darius Robinson, but not enough to get called.
Coming up to make the catch at the 35 is Abrams Drain again.
Well, now the pressure's going to be on this Tennessee defense. They definitely need to stop now.
The Tigers in front here at the Zoo.
Adam Zucker with this Jeep update. Colorado, the darlings of September, may not make a bowl game. An Arizona team that had won 3 straight coming in. This thing was tied 4 times. And the Wildcats, Tyler Loop sends home the game winner as time expires for the win as they stay in the hunt for the Pac-12 title game. Guys.
Well, how good has Arizona been? 3-point win here. 19-7. Mizzou in front. And they've got the ball back. They took it 80 yards the last time they had it. Cody Schrader set behind Brady Cook, gets the carry and goes for about 4 more as we look at our game trends. And you got to know number 7's in our game trends.
Right.
Here's what he's done so far. Joe Milton hasn't been bad, but just that 146-yard touchdown pass, the only score. And it's been all Mizzou as far as keeping the ball for 24 minutes plus.
Yeah, this Tennessee defense has to circle number 7. He can't beat them now. They got to find someone else is going to throw the ball to. They got to take 7 away.
Cook, and he's going to take off with this one, and he's going to get the first down and more. Cook run out at the 45-yard line, and look out, might have a flag flying in before this is over. There it comes. There comes another one. 17-yard scramble. Now when Brady Cook got up, the guy that made the stop on him, Omar Norman Lott, kind of got tangled up with him, and then they sort of butted heads. Here's another look.
Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be called on him. I don't see, he kind of fighting his way out of the sideline. Okay, then he's actually fighting against his own guy for a second, like, don't push me. And then that's when the flag goes. I don't know if he was yelling at the referee.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense, number 55.
God, I didn't see that.
He added to the end of the run. First down.
Hopefully it was verbal, because I don't think that merited a 15-yard penalty. He gets up, kind of runs into the Missouri players over him. I think that's a normal reaction. Gets pulled away. That seems to be too aggressive, unless it's a verbal reason for 15 yards.
There's the contact on the sideline, and then
I don't.
They got in each other's face a little bit.
They cleaned him out of there.
I don't know if that's a quarterback, if that's a call.
No, but Jalen McCullough cleaned him out of there. That should have been just walk away, ref. We don't need to hear that one.
Schrader stopped no gain on this one. There's been very few of those today where there's no gain. Aaron Beasley, haven't called his number a lot. He's a top-notch linebacker.
I know.
SEC.
If I was Tennessee, if I was Josh Heupel right now, I go, your official needs to walk away sometimes. They can't if you have rabbit ears on that. That seemed like nothing for 15 yards to me.
And what his defense needs is a stop against the Tigers, who are sporting a 12-point lead. That snap, I don't know if Brady Cook is ready for it, but he did handle it, got it out to Schrader, and there's lost yardage for one of the few times today.
Yep.
Lost about a half yard on the reception.
Snap was too soon, or he gave the wrong signal, and it was actually Cook. Yeah, he clapped his hands looking at the bench for a play. He kind of tapped himself on the chest and go, that was me, that was me.
You can do one or the other. Look to the sideline or take the snap.
And
kind of hard.
And you can't clap if you don't want the ball.
That's true. 3rd down and 10 from the 30. Tennessee shifting around on their defensive front. Everybody standing up. Nobody in a stance yet for Tennessee, and they won't. They're going to come with as much pressure as they can get on Cook. He throws to Schrader short. Schrader made the first guy miss, the second, and bulldozes the third. McCullough, 1st down, Missouri.
He's doing this against high-level athletes here in the SEC. Catching a little dump pass again. The Tennessee secondary has him squared up here. No, that barely touched him in flag football. Herring would not have got him out, the flag out of the pants that time.
He's got about twice as much receiving yards today as he had coming in to the season that was 9 games long.
Amazing.
He's got 116. He came in with 75 yards, so I'm a little off, but I knew it was in the ballpark. 1st and goal at the 7. Schrader to the 5.
I mean, after this game, Brad, I mean, it's going to be Truman State, the home of Cody Schrader.
That's for sure. He just looks like he's hungry for more right now.
Doesn't look tired, does he? He'll probably work out tomorrow.
He's been known to do that after a bad game. Work out by himself. 2nd and goal. Just inside the 5. Schrader trying to take it wide. Nope, good job by Tennessee's defense. Brings him down to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that time they, again, Edmond on the line of scrimmage, force it wide, let those defensive backs come in and clean it up, and they did.
Wesley Walker was really the guy that gets credit for it, but as Gary said, the interior kind of pushed it outside to make the play. So it's 3rd down and goal. At the 5.
3 points, very, very important here. Brady Cook has to be very careful. Late substitution, and Tennessee's going to very casually substitute. Almost use the clock against Missouri. They may have to take a timeout.
Clock winding down.
Good strategy by Tennessee. Very good. Late substitution, take advantage of it. Use the whole 40-second clock against Missouri.
And so they had to take the timeout. Taking your time to stroll into the line and stroll into the sideline. Fans didn't like it, but the Tigers had to call timeout. Tonight at 10:30 Eastern on CBS Sports Network, it's a must-see Mountain West showdown. in the battle for the Valley as rivals Fresno State and San Jose State both going for a fourth straight win tonight, 10:30 Eastern.
That's a huge stop here for Tennessee. If they can force a field goal, still a 2-score game.
Yep.
7-point touchdown, it becomes a 3-possession game for Tennessee to catch up.
Third down and goal at the 5. There's the battery of Cook and Schrader as Coach Drinkwitz looks on. Brady Cook, quarterback draw. Not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a heavy box. I'm surprised they stayed with that. Very conservative. I think they did not want to give up the field goal in that situation. Box was pretty heavy. There were 7 men in the box right here for Tennessee close to the goal line. No room really to run that quarterback draw.
Rock Garland's a guy that stayed home inside that pocket, number 99, and made the stop, and that forces the field goal that Gary was talking about. Harrison Mevis perfect today at 2 for 2, and this one just 23 yards away. Tigers all-time leading scorer adding to his total today, and it's up and good again. So a win for both, I guess. More points for the Tigers, but for the Tennessee defense, they give their offense a chance by forcing that field goal. Well, a 59-yard drive and 9 plays for Missouri. They tack on 3 more. A little over 5 minutes to get that field goal, and that's 23-7. See if D. Williams will bring out another kick. Last time, an unwise choice on his kick return. As Mevis to kick.
Gonna run this one. Oh, he fair catches it.
See, that's what happens sometimes when you make a mistake on the first one. You'd back it up by making a mistake on the second one.
Yeah, this is a very, very surprising here.
He had about 10 yards at least of green grass in front of him without any.
Yeah, and an opportunity to make a big play. Was the whole thing, can this Tennessee running game do the same thing they've done for the last 2 years?
So far the answer is no.
Oh, no, no.
And when they don't run for 200 and something, they don't win. Well, today they've got 35 yards.
Let's see the play calling now. It's Josh Heupel's game. He's calling it.
Milton steps up. Now he won't run. He's going to throw short.
Over the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be a flag.
Yep.
So the hesitation there.
May get a break. This probably will be reviewed. Excuse me, Brad. Probably it's going to be close. The official's got his legs straddling the line of scrimmage right there.
The line's at 25, and
when the ball leaves his hands, can we stop it right as the ball leaves?
Illegal forward pass, number 7 on the offense. Penalty is 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Includes a loss of down. Second down.
I think this will still be reviewed here. It's really close. We stop it right as the ball leaves his hands. Any body part touching that line. The ball's not gone yet. Boy, it's really close.
The fact that he was running forward, Gene Steratore is going to join us. The fact that he's running forward and he's almost in midair when it lets go.
Right.
Gene, what do you think?
He sure is, Ness, and I'm looking at the right foot, the back foot, because even though the foot may be off of the ground, that 25-yard line, which I believe was the line of scrimmage, is a plane that extends up from above the ground. So when we watch this right foot as he plants and then it lifts, you'll see the ball, and it's right at that release point. Is that right foot even breaking the plane of that line of scrimmage? Really, really tight play.
So, Gene, you're saying that even an index card would not help on this one.
That would be the tool that I would choose in this situation, Gary. Much to some people's demise, I would pick that as my tool. Yes.
I'll never forget.
Nobody's ever going to forget that. The call on the field is that he was over the line of scrimmage and penalty and loss of down. But
It's a big difference here.
Yeah, John Bible's our replay official. David Smith is our referee that's having the look. Joe Milton's over there next to Josh Heupel on the sideline. He's coming back out in a second either way. And here comes the call.
After further review, the quarterback's entire body was not beyond the line of scrimmage. Therefore, is a legal forward pass. The pass was completed into the downs of 37-yard line. First down at that spot.
It's a good thing Joe Milton has size 13 feet.
And it's a good thing he's wearing white shoes.
Absolutely. It was hair one way or another. His heel is probably the only thing still on the line. Now, ball's not going yet. Right there. He's in midair. Could have gone either way, but worth the look. And replay official said advantage to the offense.
And a first down at the 37. And now Joe Milton on a run all the way, trying to get to the edge, lowers his shoulder.
And that's really what changed about Joe Milton in that Texas A&M game. Second half, he came down, lowered his shoulder a couple times. Since then, it seems like he's found himself as a player, gained confidence. Three-man rush again.
Back to the air here. And completes, throws a strike to the 40. And down around the 36.
That's a tough for any type of a defense. Drop 8 all you want. Remember, Missouri is primarily used to playing man-to-man. Tough for a man team to learn how to play zone defense in 1 week.
And a false start against Tennessee. So that'll back him up outside the 40.
On the offense. All 11 players were not set prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty. First down.
You're going to have that sometime with a hurry up. Invesco brings you today's Scholar Athletes. Javonte Spraggins for Tennessee, Darius Robinson for Missouri. Invesco proud to support student athletes on and off the field with a donation to both Tennessee and Missouri's General Scholarship Fund. First down at 15. And incomplete on the slant. Intended for Squirrel White. And that was well off the mark.
Did it go close to Rakestraw? Because he was upset. He was in the wrong spot, gets there late, and then breaks on the ball, and it wasn't a great throw. He was right. I think Rakestraw thought he could have caught it on the overthrow.
It was that much of an overthrow. Milton going to go back to it here, and that's a catch, but short of the first down to Squirrel White.
Watch Joe Milton throw, look off on this play. Looks to his left this time, pulls the linebacker out of the way, and then completes it.
And now it's still in Sampson. And Sampson all the way down to the 6-yard line for number 6.
Yeah, holding on in the slot that time. I think it was Squirrel White is not happy about the call.
And Dennis Rakestraw, who went out earlier in the game, was holding and favoring his right arm,
both
doing the
fouls on
same.
the offense. Holding number 10. That penalty is declined. Holding number 87 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, third down.
So they give the tight end the holding call. Squirrel White also holding.
So Squirrel said he didn't hold. Let's look at number 10 first. Can't see much there.
Squirrel saying, for my size, I think that was a pretty good block.
Yeah, Jacob Warren, he pulls just a bit on Newton that time.
So instead of first and goal, Tennessee's got to go to the air, and it's in and out of the hands of Jalen Wright. Was thrown behind him.
Yeah, fourth down and 11 here, too.
Yeah, that was catchable, but it would have been a tough catch.
It would have been.
Turning around, trying to get back to the ball.
Especially for those running backs. They have problems like that. They just don't like that ball off stride.
So with a minute to go in the third quarter, fourth down and 11.
Field goal would be huge here. Will they do it? Would it be over, what, 55 yards? Or they go punt? They're going to go punt. Or at least line up for punt. I assume Missouri will be defense safe.
So Jackson Ross and Abrams Drain back at the 5-yard line. Ross dropped one down at the 3-yard line earlier in the game. Going to try to do the same to the far side, and he does it again. at the 1. And Williams was down there. This time it's the 1 foot line almost. So at least for the time being, looks like the right choice.
Absolutely. Still plenty of time in the game, a whole fourth quarter, and you got Missouri having to pull out of their own end zone.
Next Saturday, SEC on CBS brings you an outstanding matchup. Georgia, one of the toughest tests of the season when they go on the road to Rocky Top to take on these Volunteers. We'll get you set for kickoff beginning at 3 Eastern for the State Farm College Football Today. Next Saturday, SEC on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. And of course, Tennessee holding out hope that they can win this game, that Ole Miss can upset Georgia, then that they could beat Georgia and Vanderbilt. A little shove after the play again. Cody Schrader's been the story in this game so far.
What he's doing is
Both
kind of hard to believe, isn't it?
in the last 16 years. Look at the names he just joined with 100 yards rushing and 100 yards receiving in the same game in the SEC. That's a who's who.
Percy Harvin, Alvin Kamara, those two guys you would always want to be connected to.
And number 7, who's planted in his own end zone right now, has done likewise. And here he's going to try to get him out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got it back to the line of scrimmage, and the third quarter will come to a close. So in front of a sellout crowd, Missouri Tigers looking for their 8th win of the year, looking for some payback to his wife Beth, their 5 kids, the rest of the family. Our condolences to the Tennessee program. He was a great dude.
Sure was.
Brady Cook in his own end zone, gonna run it out, first down and more. Cook all the way to the 25-yard line.
Design dash. This wasn't a scramble because of a rush inside. This was designed the whole way. Watch him invite him to the inside, and he's outside contained, playing man-to-man defense in the secondary, and Cook takes it. Came up limping, though, after this run. I think he'll take a limping for that first down, though.
I think he would. A 25-yard pickup on 3rd and 10.
Another great call that time by Kirby Moore. Huge first down.
Brady's got 55 on the ground now, 254 in the air. Back to Schrader. Right now, Missouri would like to go on one of those drives like they had in the first quarter that took 11 minutes. As Gary said, you can see Brady's limping around a little bit after that run. And the shot that he took at the end of it, both the legs and the shoulders.
Remember on the changeover with the new coordinator, Kirby Moore, Brady did not participate in spring ball. He had that shoulder.
Right.
I think he's got the offense down pretty good, though. Look over. The clap declared it for Tennessee. Will they come out of it? Looked like they were going to come off the edge here. Will he still do it? Yes, he is.
Schrader again bursts up through a hole that didn't look like it was there, and a first down.
Good execution by the Missouri offense. They drew the tell with the clap. They saw where Tennessee was coming with the extra man. They run away from it.
We asked Eli Drinkwitz, when did you turn the offense over, in your opinion, to let Brady Cook do whatever Brady Cook can do? And he thought it was last year after the Tennessee game. We asked Brady the same question. He said, I thought it was during the Kansas State game here. Right. They picked off a top 20 team, and now they're trying to do it again.
So he turned it over but didn't tell him.
He forgot to tell him about the other games. Cody Schrader. Whoa!
There we go.
That was
finally a shot.
And that was Elijah Simmons.
Yep.
That's a lot of Elijah, too.
Hey. That's a 340-pound Elijah. Tosses him away and gets a free shot.
Wow. Cody's going, man, I thought my day was going pretty good until right there.
Yeah. There's no rules against running backs how hard you hit them either.
No. Especially not with a form tackle that was 350 pounds strong.
Wow.
2nd down and 11. Oof.
Got a quarterback limping and the tailback out of breath.
Exactly. Cook throws late, but he threw a strike, but it's dropped incomplete.
Great coverage.
Great coverage as well by Judy Lally.
It was. Clear across the field that time. Lally comes. Judy Elliott puts his arm out just at the last second and gets it away. Perfect throw. Kind of bounced off his face mask, didn't it?
He's thinking, I can't throw it much better than that.
No. Might not have been able to get his hands up there because Judy Elliott had his hands in there, but that was great defense.
Another third down here. Third down and 11. Cook did it with his legs.
There's that mush look. Everybody standing up.
The last time he ran for the first down. This time looking to throw for it. Had it knocked down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be fourth down. Somebody got a paw on that one.
Yeah, 5-man rush that time. Everybody up front had a guy. 5 come 1 spy. Drew a block and kind of overloaded that offensive line that time. I think it was
Tyler Barron.
Yeah, number 9. Tyler Barron got it.
So now Luke Bauer to punt. D. Williams back deep. His long this year is 55 yards. Also a 39-yard punt return for a touchdown that we saw against Texas A&M. He's going to take this one. Made 1-man miss, 2-man miss. Wow, a lot of running, not much return yardage.
The 2 guys that missed got back in and made.
Yeah, they did. Stayed with it. So with 11:49 remaining, Tennessee's got the ball back. They got some ground to make up here in the fourth quarter.
Cook steps up, fires, intercepted by Tennessee. Pass left sideline. It's going to be in the end zone.
It's caught.
Cooper in motion left, running right. Schrader to the house. Touchdown, Missouri.
Nate Pete's in there. They fake the pitch to him, and Cook goes in standing up. Brady Cook, touchdown. That our IHG Hotel and Resorts game recap. Some stars here for Missouri today, without a doubt. Cody Schrader leading the way. Brady Cook right there with him. And Tennessee's got the ball back, but Gare, the way things have been going, the way Missouri defense is playing, they got to score fast.
I think that's the key. A defense that gave up 128 points the last 2 games, only 7 through 3 quarters. But remember, Eli Drinkwood said it's a fourth quarter game. Yeah. Now they're going to see, can they continue this level of defense against this offense and Joe Milton, who has had a pretty good game.
Yeah. Check in with Jenny.
Yes, we saw that Brady Cook got beat up a little bit out there on the field. So I just want to let you know he just went into the injury tent. When I have more information, I'll let you know, guys.
Okay, as Jenny walks by the injury tent right by him, when he came out, I noticed he was bleeding at about 3 different spots. His passing hand, his left elbow, he was limping. Joe Milton back. Here comes the long ball again, but there's nobody home. Incomplete. There's a flag down.
Yep. It's going to be an illegal contact with the ball in there. Remember, the Tennessee receivers are running read routes out there. They can stop or they can go. So the quarterback has to hold the ball to the last second.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 13. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Dalen Carnell covering Squirrel White, I think. And now you see Brady's out of the tent, and you see what I was talking about. He's got blood on his hands, got blood on his knees. He's been beat up and banged around, but he's got the lead. He's got bruises on his bicep. I think he knows he was in a football game today. But his team's up 22-7. Dylan Sampson back in the backfield behind Joe Milton now as Tennessee works first down from the 46 after the penalty. Milton looking left the whole way, now comes back across the middle to midfield to Sampson.
Well, I tell you, big cushions in the secondary. Off 10 to 12 yards.
Tennessee going quickly. Milton. Oh, he threw a strike right there for the first down.
That's what Tennessee does so well. They run those stem routes. The receiver goes up and then comes right back down the release point. Quarterback knows exactly where he's going.
That got to Caleb Webb in a hurry.
Was that a fumble? Did that slip out of his hands? I think it might have hit the ball carrier. I think it might have hit the tailback as he let the ball go.
His arm was going forward, so Tennessee with a second down.
That might be a replay. That ball might have been out of his hand. I think that bumped into the running back.
Dylan
Previous play is
Sampson.
under further review.
Yes.
The ruling on the field was an incomplete
Yeah, that's a
pass.
fumble. That ball's out of his hand. I believe that's a loose ball. And it was immediately recovered by Missouri. That's going to be Missouri football, I think.
I want to ask Gene if with a double clutch like that, his hand actually hit the ball a second time as it was going forward, almost like a shot put. Gene, does that count or not?
Yeah, you know, it still comes down to where that football is, Brad, whenever he begins that passing motion. And in that situation, even though he does tap there, when he's pulling backwards, still great angle right here. See that football get loose right there, guys? That ball's not going forward, and the arm is not moving forward, I should say.
That's a fumble
with
all the
possession
way.
of the football. So that's a pushed loose ball forward or a fumble, and in the immediate continuing action, as we can see from this great shot, as the ball continues to roll, you'll see Missouri land on the football here. That's what they call immediate continuing action. Now you've got a possession right there with Missouri's football.
So this might count in volleyball, but I guess not football.
Again, this is an RPO. You could have handed the ball off. Joe Milton has decided to throw the ball, and the worst could happen. It's like almost the quarterback tripping over the guard sometimes.
Yeah.
Sampson comes too close, and in the back, as he brings the ball back, that's when he hits him.
After further review, the quarterback fumbled the ball prior to he lost possession. There was an immediate recovery at the 34-yard line by Missouri. First down.
And Jalen Carlisle gets the fumble recovery.
So Tennessee's moving the ball. Good drive, easy pitch and catches. Missouri's barely conceding short throws, and they're the recipient of a turnover.
That might be the killer of the day for Tennessee, as Missouri's had the ball more than twice as long throughout this game. And almost twice as many first downs. And when you got number 7 behind you, you can just eat clock the way he's been running. Schrader driving the pile. Still going.
2 first downs here, and Missouri could take this clock down to the 7-minute mark easily.
Well, we've seen some good running back performances today, but none like this guy.
No. Give that offensive line credit. Give him all the credit in the world. I mean, modern football, you do not see this very often anymore.
Second down and 2. They'll feed it to him again. Big collision. Yard after contact is about 3. We got a flag down, however. At the 10-minute mark, here's the call.
Holding. Number 74 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, second down.
Cameron Johnson with the holding call. So that'll back him up momentarily at least. Let's test your knowledge with today's Aflac trivia question. Who are the 3 current SEC head coaches that did not play college football? Give you a chance to think that one over. Now exactly 10 minutes and ticking under the 10-minute mark. Mizzou 22-7 over 13th ranked Tennessee.
That was a huge penalty, though. That was going to be a first down and 3 more minutes off the clock. Now 2nd and long.
Tennessee thinking about a blitz. Shot. Game clock winding down. Did he get it off? He just barely did. Maybe he didn't.
Legal procedure this time.
I think they ran out of time.
I think it was a legal procedure.
False start on the offense. Number 1. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Second down.
Yep, never got set. He was looking back. The play was changed and never got set.
Missouri trying to get another win over a top 15 team here at home. Hasn't happened since the 70s. Tennessee's got a 4-game winning streak going against Missouri and has clobbered them the last 2 years. Tennessee will be eliminated from the SEC East chase. They were hoping for a win here, and Ole Miss upset of Georgia, and then some other things to happen.
Another hold.
Luther Burden on the carry.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense, number 1.
Oh, my goodness.
15-yard penalty.
What a bad play for Tennessee.
Automatic first down.
Might be Judy Lally out on the edge.
I think it was one of the blockers that time. Cooper got held as he was trying to block on the play. Right here.
Yep. That was it. Gave Judy Lally.
Yeah, automatic first down. And again, that's going to take it under 7 minutes, barring a turnover.
Well,
Tennessee had the ball.
so first down at the 9-minute mark. Schrader. Cody Schrader.
Man,
wow. What hasn't he done today?
the leading rusher in the SEC is putting on a show.
31 more yards.
That offensive line for Missouri is putting on a show.
He might be on his way to a 300-yard day.
And this Tennessee rush defense is one of the elite rush defenses in college football.
I take it back. He's already at the 300-yard day. Cody Schrader. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Chewy, Mercedes-Benz, Netflix, and by USAA. On this Veterans Day, Missouri out in front. Don't forget, before we're done, it's a play of the game presented by Jersey Mike Subs. I got a pretty good feeling I know who's going to be involved in that.
You're right.
Wow.
Great pregame ceremony here today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Flyover, the parachuters coming in.
Look at this. 300-plus scrimmage yards. Going back to Devin West, the last guy to do it. So right now, Cody's got 189 on 33 carries and a career high in receiving as well. It's not the way you want to come out of a timeout.
On the offense, number 76, 5-yard penalty, first down.
But they haven't done too many things wrong today, that's for sure.
You know, it seems like they had the ball for a lot of plays. They've only really run 3 plays. The rest of it, here's one of the 3 plays. And watch, knowing where your blocking is. He knows he has the tight end wrapping around. Sets it up, presses the hole, and then runs the outside. That's knowing the design of the play and where to go.
And as you can see, he's faster than everybody thinks he is, on top of everything else.
We ask the coaches how fast he is, and we go, don't want to tell you, and we don't care.
That's right. Not when he does this. Schrader, another first down.
You know, sometimes I'd like to say, you know, well, the Tennessee defense has been on the field and they might be tiring, but the running backs run it all game.
That's
right.
right.
If anybody be tiring, it would be number 7, and he's not slowing down a step.
And a flag down again.
We've done a lot of games. Seeing a guy run for over 200 and receive for over 100.
I know.
200 yards.
203 yards rushing. Yeah, I don't.
Did they bring this back? Oh. We're over here looking at all the stats. And,
yeah.
Let's see if we see the false start. Yeah,
right
left
there.
side.
Left side.
Reserve.
The extra tackle on
Yeah,
that
they
side.
shifted over to that side.
So we showed you.
So he's not over 200.
Give it to him.
Give it to him.
Got about a yard there. And we're down to under 7 minutes on the next snap. Gary said earlier in this drive, they get a couple first downs, they're going to get down under 7 minutes. Well, it took them a while because they had some penalties, but they're still driving. This is starting to look like they're driving the first quarter. That took most of the quarter. Tennessee fans, their dream of making it to Atlanta evaporating here in Missouri. Third down at 4. No reason to throw, but they do anyway. And it's not only a first down, it's a touchdown to Luther Burden. 21 yards.
Kirby Moore has had about 4 difference-making calls in this game. Here's another one. Okay, Ness, it seems logical you're going to run the ball. Clock, everything, field goal? No. No one would think they'd throw. You trust and you go to your playmaker and you finish off a football game.
Capping a 66-yard drive. The extra point is up and good.
A brilliantly called game. It's nice to have everything going well for you, but when you're going to offensive coordinator, dialing up good ones.
I said earlier they ought to call these guys the St. Louis Stars. All 3 of these guys from the St. Louis area. Burden, Cook, Schrader. They're pouring it on at home.
Adam Zucker in New York with your Heisman Watch, presented by Nissan, and Michael Penix looking to keep Washington undefeated. The nation's leader in passing yards a game with his 2nd touchdown to Rome Odunze. The defense just added a safety. This game's had 6 lead changes. They're up by a touchdown. You see his numbers entering the week. Jordan Travis in Florida State also in a tight one against Miami, but knocking on the goal line, up by 7 right now, guys.
Adam, we're seeing a Heisman Trophy type performance from a guy that's not going to win it, and Luther Burden's ankle even feels better right now as Mizzou is running up to 29-7 with just over 6 minutes to go. And Tennessee will bring it out to the 25 a little bit earlier. We asked you our Aflac trivia question, which was, who are the 3 current SEC head coaches that did not play college football? Well, we showed you one of them walking up and down the sideline on his way to a 8th win of the year. Eli Drinkwitz here at Missouri, Hugh Freeze at Auburn, and Brian Kelly at LSU. So now Joe Milton and company have to hustle, and they're on the short end by 22. 535 yards total yardage, 2/3 of that from one guy who's been so fun to watch today. I can't believe it. Jacob Warren on the catch.
That's the look that they've had all game, about 10-12 yards off. Keep everything in front of them.
Milton fires deep middle, too far in front of Squirrel White, incomplete.
Long play game. There was that touchdown pass early. That was 3rd and 9. They were off on that one too.
Yep. Third down and 2. Milton looks right the whole way, and it's intercepted. Picked off. This will be a pick 6 for Dalen Carnell. Touchdown, Missouri.
Changed up the call here. Blake Baker, defensive coordinator, made it look the same, but it wasn't. This time, run underneath the out guy. Gave him a different look, brought the safety over. He took the slant man, the second one, and picked 6.
38 yards And as I said, Milton looking that way the whole time, and so was Carnell.
They've been giving him that second slant all game, and all of a sudden a bit of a changeup, and they had it dialed right. Missouri doesn't have enough people on the field.
First interception of the year for Carnell, and it's a touchdown. And the celebration, it was starting a couple of scores ago, and now it's really gearing up on the sideline and in the stands. And the extra point by Mevis is good. 5:50 remaining. As the Tigers continue to add to their lead on their way to win number 8 on the year. CBS Tuesday, the NCIS franchise is going down under. For the very first time, two teams of highly trained misfits will come together to defuse naval crimes in the most contested patch of ocean on the planet. NCIS Sydney, new series, Tuesday 8/7 Central on CBS. The end of that pick 6. Watch the defensive coordinator come in. And we did it, coach. I didn't give up 66 points like last year. As Gary said earlier, he admitted to us, I was overconfident. I called a bad game. He has not called a bad game today. He's only given up 7 points to the number 13 team in the country. Meanwhile, their offense lighten it up. So in the past couple of years, 128 points, almost 1,200 yards of offense. And today, 7 points and 300 yards of offense for Tennessee.
Yeah, but I think also the defense, you know, as we were looking at that hug right there, a team that gave up 722 yards rushing, holding them today to, what, 51 yards. I think that's the formula. Florida stopped the run. Okay, Alabama stopped the run, lost both games. Missouri stops the run. Going to win today. Georgia's up next. I think that's the formula for Georgia.
Darius Robinson on the tackle.
First sack of the day.
And for Darius, 6.5 on the year.
"12-yard cushions, whole game."
Quarterback draw from Milton.
Nice tackle.
And nice stop after a pickup of 2. That's Chuck Hicks. So I think we can pretty much move Missouri into the 4-2 column and Tennessee to the 3-3. And that would mean that Georgia is going to clinch without playing, or they're going to play Ole Miss. I didn't mean it that way.
Right.
They don't have to beat Ole Miss to go to Atlanta. It's going to.
So that's already solved. It's Alabama,
Georgia
in the SEC championship game.
That might be pretty good, huh? We've never really done one of those before. Down the middle for Milton, incomplete, too far in front of his tight end, Castles. And it's 4th down. And they'll bring out the punting unit. Josh Heupel, who was offensive coordinator back here at Missouri. Some of the other guys on his staff worked here as well.
Think about Eli Drinkwitz, though, building this program step by step. 500 bowl game, 500 bowl game. Now they break loose this year. Great recruiting class coming in. Could he turn the corner?
And they're going to be favored in the next 2 games by Florida and Arkansas. I can almost guarantee you after this performance today. And they're going to move up as well from 14 and move up. Tonight, 2 legends meet on the pitch for the final game of their careers. Megan Rapinoe and O.L. Reign taking on Allie Krieger and Gotham FC for the NWSL Championship. Coverage starts 7:30 Eastern on CBS and streaming live on Paramount Plus. I saw Megan doing an interview the other day, and I know she's had several times where people said it's her last game. This is her last game. And those 2 are superstars, and they are women's soccer, so that's going to be pretty cool tonight on CBS.
Growing the game inch by inch, right?
Yep. And this is Nat Pete And let's check in with Jenny.
Well, on this Veterans Day, Missouri honoring those who have served our country. Their uniforms have a special decal on their helmet featuring the different branches of the U.S. military. Coach Drinkwitz said it's important to honor those who provide us with freedom. His father, uncle, and grandfather served. His cousin is currently in the military. Guys, he said, I'm grateful for all their sacrifices.
No doubt. We all are. It's almost like we get 2 Veterans Days every year because Army Navy's coming up in a month. That's officially ours, but not the official Veterans Day. But to us it is. There's a good look at the Mizzou helmets. And we salute all of you that have served or are currently serving wherever you might be. And if you're a Missouri fan, you can party tonight a little bit if you're not working. Or you can stand at attention until 3:56 goes off the clock.
That looked like at ease to me.
That doesn't look very easy.
No, doesn't when they put their hands on there. Isn't that at ease? I think it is.
They're down at 9. And just using up some clock here as Tennessee drops him for a loss. Missouri's big 3 we talked about 3.5 hours ago. Have they come through or not? Cody Schrader.
He did it. Brady Cook dealing the ball, passing just enough, running just enough, and then
Luther
figured out a way to get him the ball.
Even on a bad wheel, you can tell he's not quite 100% there, but he was dancing pretty well on the sideline a minute ago. So there's what the big 3 have done, all contributing touchdowns, and in Cody Schrader's case, a whole bunch more. Both 100 yards receiving, 200 yards rushing. Luke Bowers' punt fielded around the 49-yard line by D. Williams. Well, the ghosts that launched a worldwide phenomenon are jumping across the pond and landing on CBS. Hey, we see cheers to that. See it from the beginning. The UK ghosts start haunting us Thursday, 8/7 Central here on CBS. Gary, you know, it's almost like Missouri knew that one of their famous sons was coming home to produce our game today. Emmy-winning producer Craig Silver returns to his alma mater.
In the last year, it was a good time to come back, right?
Absolutely a good time to come back. And there he is.
Missouri's own.
Show, Missouri's own. From New York to Mizzou. A little bit of a culture shock. They put up with him for 4 years, and here he is telling us what to do.
Well, the SEC's been dazzled with his producing for the whole
decades of covering the SEC and doing it brilliantly, and we love him. Craig Silver, welcome home to Columbia, and your team's about ready to give you a little present here, 36-7.
He knew where to send us everywhere. Here's the best burgers, the best pizza, the whole thing, right?
Did it all.
Yep. Well,
there he was back in the day.
Out of bounds on their own sideline and did not let us complete the substitution
that's
process.
That's a Mizzou grad right there.
That's a serious head of lettuce he's got. He doesn't have quite that much as you just saw anymore.
That's either when he was here or when he started the SEC. That's what he looked like.
You can tend to lose a little bit over the years.
It's tough in this league.
Oh, boy. Looks like a young Tony Curtis there a little bit.
Yeah, the hair pick going with that one.
Yeah, no doubt. Dylan Sampson still on his feet. Twists his way for extra yardage before he's brought down by Josh Landry. Milton fires a little bit too far in front of Squirrel White. And Josh Heupel's had a lot better days in his 3rd year at Tennessee, but this is going to be, if they don't score, the lowest point total of his time in Knoxville.
Well, this is in 70 games as a head coach. He scored 30 points 60 times.
Yep. Not today.
Not today.
And the one long touchdown pass, 46-yarder by Joe Milton, and that's it. Unless they get more right here, and that will be in mop-up time if they do, as we're down around 2 minutes. So Tennessee's going to fall to 7-3 and 3-3 in the conference. And next up, their date at home against Georgia next week. Then we know that Georgia's Going to head to Atlanta and have a penalty here the final couple of minutes. But what Tennessee can do is spoil Georgia's
perfect season.
Perfect season if it stays perfect tonight. We'll have to wait and see.
Replay, third down.
I think it was
Ollie Lane.
Yep, on the edge right there, holding on for dear life. Ollie Lane, a longtime player for this Tennessee football team.
Ollie's got about 14 people in his family going back to before World War II that served in the military, including his brother Hunter, who's a Green Beret right now. So not going to be a happy Veterans Day for him today. Here's Joe Milton up the middle, and he got a first down inside the 20.
Quarterback draw all the way. This wasn't a read. This was a called play.
A little more of that earlier might have helped Tennessee's cause. But credit Missouri's defense. They've been stiff all day. So Joe, who came in the last 2 weeks, just teared it up really since the Alabama second half. Completed 82% of his passes the past couple of weeks and had played so efficiently. And today 22 out of 32, 267 is not terrible. One touchdown, the only points on the board for the Vols. But the interception was a pick six. So that swung things as well here in the fourth quarter. Dylan Sampson, and down to the 5 where it's first and goal. And they go in a hurry. Sampson again, and he's going to be knocked down for a loss of 3. Nice play. That was Jalen Carlies again.
Again, that defensive line bounces it outside, nowhere to go inside, and then cleaned up by Carlies.
He's had a pretty good game, as has the rest of his teammates in those black uniforms. Second down and goal. We're under a minute. And Missouri's going to take a timeout. 49 seconds remaining before Missouri's 8th win of the year. Coming up on the U.S. Army postgame show, Adam, Rick, and BJ with the day's best highlights, including a trio of top 20 games and a look ahead to tonight's NWSL championship game that we just talked about a couple of minutes ago. That's all coming up when we're done here, and we're down to 49 seconds remaining.
I got a feeling those Navy SEALs and Army veterans would take that guy on his team, their team too.
Well, I think.
Oh,
throw
that was
incomplete.
a fastball.
He's thrown a couple of those today that too quick to even get to.
Man, this was just, I mean, coming in on a slant. This one's past him before he get his hands up.
Squirrel White says, I'm a squirrel, not a bird.
Man, he tried.
Third down and goal. 2 downs here for Tennessee to make it look a little more respectable. Milton throws it in the dirt to under heavy pressure. Dylan Sampson was the closest guy, and it's 4th down. And there is a flag down. Hopefully this is our last penalty of the day.
We started out with him.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 76 on the offense. 15-yard penalty, 4th down.
Javante Spreggins, the right guard, is the guilty party. The Tennessee Waltz. This has never happened before for Missouri. They've beaten every team that they could possibly play, or anybody to have this round robin. Middle Tennessee, they beat Memphis and St. Louis, Vanderbilt, and now Tennessee today. So hats off to Eli Drinkwitz and his coaching staff and his players to put on a show today.
Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? Kicking a field goal.
Going for a field goal for Charles Campbell. That draws some boos from
4th and
fans.
forever.
I said they try to make it look more respectable. 36-10 might. Campbell from 41. And did Missouri take a timeout?
It was.
They did.
Yes, they did.
A little gamesmanship going on here in the final 40 seconds. Remember, we showed you a year ago the late touchdown and kind of a salty handshake between those two guys when Tennessee got it up to 66 points. And now Missouri just took a timeout trying to ice Charles Campbell's 41-yard field goal attempts. Got a feeling this is going to be kind of a good rivalry for a while. And the kick is no good. Off to the right.
That'll be cheered on that Missouri bench, won't it?
Yes, it will. Oh, maybe it's poetic justice when it's all said and done.
Well, you can say what you want. Eli Drinkwitz had his team ready, but he also had one guy that was ready, wasn't it? I mean, he didn't do it alone. We know that.
No.
I mean, everybody chipped in. But, man, the performance he put on today.
And the Missouri waltz begins on the sideline.
You build a program, one win, build on top of another. You just stack them, and this is a big stack for the Missouri team.
No doubt. Oh, and now Brady Cook got pushed a little bit. And hopefully we can get out of here without any more damage done. Frustrated Tennessee team that was hoping for, oh boy. Well, hopefully we can just get everybody out of here.
Well, and the coaches don't want anybody thrown out because then you're out the first half of next week's game.
Right. And the clock's going to wind down with everybody for the most part on the field. And that was a quick handshake again. But one happy coach, one not so much.